Hey guys, Pewter Geek here, pewtergeekreviews.com. You can also find me over at Elixir TV and at vaporboards.com as well. Today I have the R2V2. This is made by Atmosusa.Biz. It's made by Rick over there. This device right here, I gotta show you guys this. When I first looked at this at their website, first looked at it and I said, what's a Saber Touch? At least I thought it was a Saber Touch just by looking at it. I thought it was going to be the same thing. Not at all. This right here is a Saber Touch. As you can see, there's a drastic size difference, as well as a thickness difference as well. I'll explain to you how this one right here works, where with the other devices they have buttons on them, what have you. Some have them on the bottom, some have them on the sides. You've got the Omega, which is just a push down, where the whole top piece comes down. This right here is just the atomizer piece itself. Works like a plunger, if you can see that. First, there are two different ways two different voltages you can run at. Using a 14500 battery, you can run this at 3.7. I prefer 6 volts myself, so I have two CR2s that are in here. And as you can see, with two CR2s, I'm running at 6.6 volts. I tried a whole bunch of different atomizers, cartomizers, and what I found, what I really love with this device are CE2s. And I'll explain that to you here in just a moment as well. Let me take a quick hit off this. It's pretty much my standard 5-second hit. Do it again. The new revision 4 of the CE2s, I love them. It tastes absolutely wonderful. Now, because of the fact that this thing is a plunger, there's many different ways you can hit off this particular e-cigarette, or PV I should say. You can put it up against your teeth and push. Pressed up against your lip. Which, when pressing up against your lip, I really like these clear drip tips to use with that. Or the other technique that people use is just grabbing a hold of it and pulling it down. It's also another reason why I like this device too, is I can also grab a hold of it here if I really have to. What I found with this device, if you're using like a standard atomizer, 510 atomizer. I did not mention the fact that it is a 510 connection. Some people just like to pull down. Well, if you're using a standard resistance atomizer and you're pulling down, that thing gets hot. It's too hot to the touch. It makes it real difficult to get a hold of it, where this drip tip comes in handy, because you can kind of get your finger away from the hot spot. I did find that those got a little too warm. I tried a standard cartomizer. Again, I found they got a little too warm. The CE2s hardly heat up at all, and I thought that was absolutely great with this device. I can sit here and do this over and over and over again. It'll get slightly warm, but it doesn't get hot. So that's why I choose the CE2. Now, the bottom side, as you can see, it has a very nice vent hole that's been drilled out there. Has a spring that's actually soldered deep down inside there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can kind of see the solder marks that are down inside there. So it takes two CE2s that you put inside. You just slide them in there. The top piece on this one actually looks like it's I don't know if you can see up inside here, it's actually soldered closed, so you can't unscrew the top piece. All in all, I really do like this device. The CE2s, I'm a little more partial to the 16340s just for battery life. Even though they're 800 mAh, they're rated the same as my 16340s. The battery life, it is a smaller battery, so the batteries don't last quite as long, but they charge a whole lot faster than a 16340 does. It actually charges probably like half hour to an hour, I would say. Let me take another hit off this. Another thing I would also recommend to use, let me set this up real quick. If you are using a standard atomizer or standard cartomizer, doesn't matter whether you're running a 14500 or two CR2s, I don't think it's going to make one bit of a difference. They're going to warm up. Another thing that also comes in very handy is the handy dandy gooseneck. Because this right here, I grab a hold of this all day long. The only thing that's going to heat up is going to be up at this side, so you wouldn't have anything to worry about. That's what I got for you guys. For the money, I think it's a great deal. I could run this thing over with a truck. I don't think I'd do any damage whatsoever to it. And as a matter of fact, don't be too surprised if you don't see that coming up down the road. Hit up Rick over there at Atmosusa.Biz. See you next time, guys.